One more thing on the note of what to do. I think immediately we should stop investing in banks. I think we should start keeping the money in our families, build it up, maybe start a business, and then eventually, once multiple families are doing this, we got a community. Then once multiple communities are doing this, you know what I mean? Just so on and so forth.
Domino effect.
And, you know, like you see Asians move to America and the whole family puts all of their money together to buy a little corner store on the corner, you know what I mean? And flourish, you know? So I think sewing up, tightening up the loose ends in the house first with family, you know what I mean? Whether it be buying a property or, you know what I mean? Everybody put their money together, buy a property, rent out some shit. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I think,
communal.
Yeah.
Cooperative economics.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's where, you know, I was at, because we got the giggle with my part about the what's the name, but that's where I was headed with the economic area, because a lot of what happens is we'll deal with stuff politically, we'll deal with stuff religiously, we'll deal with stuff everywhere but economically.
Yeah, right.
Where, and you're in a capitalist society, so people will say they'll talk bad about money, but then gotta go pay bills.
Right.
That's not intelligent.
Right.
So therefore, we got to start talking, just like you were talking about, cooperative economics. Know where you're spending your money, then start building with that money. Excuse me. In this game, it's already evident we can do it. We did it previously. Like Wall Street, everything we get in, we can dominate.
Exactly.
So same with the economic gains. Once we deal with those things, stop being a consumer. We gotta be more producer. Excuse me. Support one another.
Absolutely.
Start producing things. Produce what? Produce this. Almost said it. Produce the things that we need, the things that we wear. Is that word? That'll be a slight thing. Stuff that we eat.
Right.
Start learning how to produce these things as opposed to
Essentials.
just being a consumer of them. Because back to the genocide point of view, we really don't believe that's a fact. Just think about this: all of us and our group in general, and people. I'm sorry, our group specifically, and people in general. All our life-sustaining elements are controlled by another people. You don't even know where they at. Where you get your water from, where you get your light. And I ain't talking about the switch on the wall.
Right.
All right. So they cut off water, they cut off lights. We ain't gardening, we ain't growing nothing. So all our life-sustaining institutions are controlled by another people. You under domination. Don't play with yourself.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Until we start controlling them. All right. We got high people in places, but we start controlling them. Then we start talking about we getting over that hump.
I gotta interject. Yo, this is Riot Can Rip. One of the guys that's here behind the camera. You know what I'm saying?
I got to say something. Fabulous cameraman.
Yeah, I got to say something on this one too. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all might have missed it, so I want to put it in there.
Bring it in.
For one, I think that one of the most effective things, well, a couple of the most effective things you can do is restore the morality inside the house.
Wow. Go ahead, bring it on. Bring it on. It was next. We was going there. Come on, talk to me.
Restore the morality in the household.
That's a key figure. That's a foundation
right there. That's everything.
It's foundation.
And that includes cultural morality.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Traditional medicine.
There you go. There you go.
I come from an American Indian background. That's my cultural background.
Okay.
As well as African American.
Okay.
Also, I would say for the men, you know what I'm saying, to restore a warrior society.
There you go.
Train in military tactical combat.
There you go.
You know, for me, if I was in power, in charge, I would give every household a fine. Like they have to pay a fine if they don't have a rifle inside their house.
Right, some type of protection.
First Amendment rights.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
You know
and then be trained in how to do it. Not just this.
Safety.
So we got to provide the opportunity for a trainer, but that's key as well.
Right.
And we talked about that. But then to your point, I would just want to piggyback on that real quick. The moral fabric of the individual and the family. Because anytime we talked about this before, being a member of different organizations and groups, so that I'm not going to name it this time.
Right.
One of the problems and one of the issues we talked about this prior was the moral makeup of the group, how they moved in the group. And like you got a group of men and y'all supposed to be building something, but y'all using the facility just to bring your side chick or your girlfriends there and hang out, as opposed to we getting into a building. So we talking about showing men wrong morale, moral constitute, number one, then misuse of your